When my mother was 18, she ended up pregnant with me. She was just in a, an off and on again toxic relationship. Her parents urged her to abort, even though they don't believe in that. It was embarrassing to them that their daughter was 18 and pregnant by some random guy, but she chose to keep me. And my childhood wasn't pretty. She was very, abusive overall. My mother had mental health issues. My father was never there. He was just an imaginary thing to me. One night I had a little too much to drink. First and only time I've ever blacked out drunk. Looking back, there was nothing off that would have clued me in that something even happened. A month later, I find out I'm pregnant. I had to put the pieces together because I didn't even register the idea that he could have done something to me until that moment is when it all started like clicking together, and I'm thinking, when, how? I was even looking for a miracle way it was my boyfriend's from like 4 or 5 months prior. Because in my mind, I hadn't had sex for that long. I was scared, I was angry, I was broke, I had no job. I was states away from home. I had to find my way home, all that craziness. My boyfriend at the time, he wanted me to get an abortion. This thing that had happened to me caused a problem. We should just get rid of it so that it's not a problem anymore. I didn't at the time even know what my stance was on that. My mother, despite choosing life for me, she was very much pro-abortion. So I was raised up to think that things like that were okay and good and that it was a woman's choice. But when the idea was presented to me, I'm like, how dare you suggest killing my baby is the solution to your feelings, your problems? Like, I'm a mother, deal with that, like, this is what's happening. That's part of how I dealt with the trauma of the rape, is I realized that baby is not its father's crime. It's a baby. It's a part of you, and the baby's innocent. My firstborn daughter, she came out looking just like her biological father, okay? Just like my rapist. And that was a shock to me. You have your first baby, you just kind of assume it's gonna be a mini you. I saw him in her, but I didn't see, I wasn't afraid of it. I didn't feel like this tiny, helpless, beautiful little creature was going to hurt me or even really remind me, because like when she came out, the first thing that I felt was the joy of meeting your child for the first time. And you see this thing and you just love it, It's the best thing in the whole world. You made it. It's perfect. I think a lot of people assume that there will be regret, that there will be bitterness or resentment. There's people who would look at my childhood and say, it would have been better for you if you had been aborted, So I didn't have to go through everything I went through, but those hard things made me who I am. Everything that I have been through has led me here. I'm not gonna say motherhood's easy, because it surely is not, but I've never once regretted my non-choice. She was the brightness at the end of my day. She was the person I was doing everything for. She made me smile, she made me laugh, she was just the light of my life.